Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, we are going to be going through a bunch of leaks and rumors for a ton of things that were found in the recent update of the game. The update with the Rift to Go, and also Tomato Temple, which is just so amazing. But yeah, I'm talking about how like a legendary impulse grenade showed up in game, a quad rocket launcher, which you definitely have to see, we'll talk about that, a new starter pack supposedly coming out, and more. So we're going to be going through all of the info on that. I don't think I'm going to show you the pictures of the stuff itself. I don't want to spoil anything like that, but I'll try and make some concepts so you get an idea of what some of this stuff is going to be like. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed today's video, find it helpful, be sure to hit that like button down below. It always helps me out a ton, and I love seeing the support on the videos. You guys are amazing. On top of that, be sure to comment your favorite part about the new update. Is it the Tomato Temple? For me, it might just have to be the Tomato Challenges skin. I love having a new version of that, and I'm definitely going to be rocking it once I complete those challenges. But yeah guys, without further ado, let's jump on into it here with the first thing I want to talk about, and we're going to start it off with a little bit of a small one and then get into the bigger and bigger ones. And also, credit to the info for these goes to FNBR Leaks on Twitter and the Fortnite Leaks Reddit, so big thanks to them. But this first one actually is pretty big because it has to do with contrails possibly coming to more skins, is like an extra that comes when you buy the skin itself. Now what exactly do I mean by that? Well, apparently there's been found recently a brand new contrail for Raven. That's right guys, one of the best skins in the game by far. It's super dope, and if you guys didn't know, apparently there's going to be like a female version coming later on. I'm sure you've seen stuff about that already. But there was also recently found a contrail for Raven, which kind of looks like this. Again, it's sort of like a concept. It's basically the same like trail effect that kind of comes with his glider, but as a contrail. There's like a few feathers that shoot out of it here and there. It's kind of a dark purple, and honestly does look similar to this one right here. Now again, does that mean that it's going to be coming with the new female Raven skin, or is it going to come with the Raven skin itself? Maybe both? I definitely think so. Now again, none of this is officially confirmed, but since we just had the Tomato Head skin get a second variant, it proves that they are going to be doing extra things with skins that you buy from the shop. Also on top of that, if you saw one of my previous videos, we talked about how there's like a 4th of July contrail that could most likely come with the fireworks team leader, and then also a Vines contrail apparently that could come with the villain plant skin. I always forget his name, but it would make sense that that is where those contrails would show up. So it is really cool to think about. However, moving on to something that's pretty similar to that, in terms of skins at least, and we're going to be going into more like in-game stuff coming up, but this one was super important because we are getting a brand new starting pack apparently. That is right, it's about time that the old starting pack got retired, the one that was pretty decent. It had like the flying guy, and we're going to be getting a brand new pack with a brand new skin, brand new back bling, and it also comes with 600 V-Bucks I believe, if it is similar to the previous ones, and it probably costs around $5, which honestly is a really good deal just for a skin and V-Bucks. You're pretty much getting the skin for free, but then what exactly does the skin look like? Well again, this is just a concept, but apparently it's like a combination of Omen and the Rook. And also it is a female skin. It is the first female version of the starting pack that we've gotten. So basically the body itself is from the Rook. It's practically the exact same thing with the vest, the tie, the sleeves, and then it just takes like Omen's head kind of and puts it on top of that. Now also with that, it is red and white and black, which is pretty dope. I actually do like the look of that. So it is definitely pretty cool. As for the back bling, it's pretty much just a duffel bag with some like toy money sticking out of it. It's kind of funny, and actually I would expect it to have a little bit of animation with the money like flopping around, but nothing too crazy overall. Now when exactly can you expect to get this starter pack in game? I really have no idea. There's no like really rhyme or reason to when they update the starting packs. I'd expect maybe a week or two, but definitely guys, it is coming up soon. But as for the next one guys, this one is pretty crazy because it has to do with, I believe, next week's update item. And what's funny about it is that it was already shown in game, and you might actually still be able to see it by yourself because there was an accidental glitch that showed it off early. But what I'm talking about here guys is the legendary impulse grenade. That's right guys, it is this grenade right here, which is very clearly a legendary version of the current impulse grenade that we have. Comparing them side by side, you see that the basic one is a little bit more simple, nothing too crazy to its design, whereas the brand new one that was shown in game has like bigger columns on it, has like pieces of hot rocks actually like sticking out of it, and it actually looks pretty crazy. Now on top of that, you can actually see my character right here holding it because this was the glitch. You just pulled out an impulse grenade, and when you held it to like go and throw it, it switched the texture to the brand new one that is going to be coming out, I believe, next week. So yeah, this one is for sure confirmed to be coming, but how exactly does a legendary impulse grenade work? Well, we're not exactly sure. We can only speculate as of right now, but the first obvious theory is that it just absolutely launches pushes players across the map. Whereas the impulse grenade kind of like bounces you up in the air. This one would absolutely launch you like 2 or 3 times as far, which does sound interesting, but how then would you like protect yourself? You wouldn't be able to launch yourself because you take falling damage. So would this be kept to like an aggressive item where you throw it at other people? We're not exactly sure. There's also theories that it could be the opposite of an impulse grenade and it pulls characters towards its center. That's been a concept that a ton of people have been talking about ever since the impulse grenades came out. Sort of like a black hole grenade that like pulls people inwards. That is a possibility, but I'm not exactly sure because hop rocks are inherently like they push people around. So who knows, guys? Leave your theories down below in the comments. How do you think this one will work? But either way, I'm excited for it. But yeah, let's move on to something that's a bit different from skins, outfits in the game, stuff like that, and get into it with a limited time mode that is supposedly brand new and has a good chance of coming into the game. And honestly, guys, this might just be my brand new favorite. So you guys know the solid gold mode in the past, the one that basically made it so every single item you pick up is legendary, at least for weapons. I can't remember. You could still get traps and stuff, right? And like shields and things like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just the weapons that came in only legendary. But there's a new version of that solid gold mode and it's combining with 50v50. And I'm honestly super excited about that. You guys know that I've been playing a ton of 50v50, trying to get my record up, trying to eventually break the world record for 50v50. And honestly, soaring has been a ton of fun. But if they combine that with solid gold 50v50 and you can get like scars right off the bat, it honestly would be awesome. It would be a ton of fun. So there's really not that much more about that game mode. Right now, it's probably going to be at least till next patch that we get it, because people have said that there's really only slight references to it. There's nothing like official in the game yet, but still, it just seems like a game mode that would happen, and I'm surprised it hasn't actually happened yet. So it is very likely that it will be coming out soon. But keeping it going here, actually back to another skin, and this one is technically an old bit of news, but I really didn't see too many people talk about it, so we won't spend a ton of time on it, but it's still important, especially with the recent tomato head skin changes that we got. So again, it does have to do with that thing where you can actually buy a skin and customize it. For the tomato head skin, you were able to pick different variants of it, and I think that's actually what is coming to the Vertex skin, a skin that I actually have and I think is pretty dope. I know a lot of people did pass on it, and really it hasn't come back in a while, but that could be because they are waiting on doing this one specific thing with it. Obviously right now we have the orange version, but apparently there's like a yellowish golden blue version. Now again, I'm going to show you pictures here that are just concepts that I made to sort of illustrate what it possibly would look like, but as you can see, it's sort of a pale yellowish gold with a little bit of blue here and there, and honestly it looks pretty good. I'll admit that the pale yellowish green is a little bit odd, but I don't know, we'd have to maybe wait and see how they officially do it in game for it to really stick out. But considering that it is quite a different variant for the colors itself, it would make sense. Now on top of that, this also apparently affects his glider, the Forerunner, and his pickaxe, which I'm kind of blanking out on the name of. But as for the Forerunner glider, again, it's very similar, has that pale yellowish apparently, and a little bit of lightish blue thrown into it as well. And then for the pickaxe, this one is actually super dope. You really get a good contrast of the yellow and blue there, and honestly, I'd pick it up. His pickaxe is pretty basic, it's nothing too insane, but if it had different variants to it, that would actually be super cool. So hopefully we do see something like that come into the game soon, so we can have more customizable skins. After that, however, we have something huge, and that is a brand new weapon that is supposedly coming, and is a brand new rocket launcher. We've already had a ton of explosive items come into the game, so I'm a little bit skeptical about this one, but either way, it is a new item, and I'm always excited to try new items. So apparently this one is called the quad launcher. Yeah, which sounds a little bit crazy, to be honest. Now, what exactly is the quad launcher? Well, we don't have a ton of info on it yet. We really only know that the name of it is going to be coming in soon, and we also know that the quad launcher is already a weapon that's in Save the World, but there has been found connections with it in Battle Royale since the last update. Now, as for the quad launcher in Save the World, it looks exactly like this. It's a pretty giant looking rocket launcher, and it's able to shoot 4 at a time. Now, that's not exactly how it may work in Battle Royale if it does indeed come into Battle Royale, but there's a few theories I do have about it. The first of which is that maybe it does shoot 4 rockets at once, and it's kind of like a barrage on an enemy's base, so it is more of like a base destroying weapon, which I think is the better guess, just because we already do have a ton of weapons that already do explosive damage to enemies. Having one that's main focus is on other people's structures would make sense. Now, the other thing about that is it could just be a rocket launcher that does maybe like 50 damage per shot, but you're able to shoot 4 of them in quick succession. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's exactly how it works. But either way, guys, this one sounds super likely. It wouldn't be the first time that we've had Save the World weapons come into Battle Royale, especially like the minigun and stuff like that, so this one is very likely. Keeping it going here, though, we have another skin different from the starter pack, and this one is a pretty exclusive one, a little bit unfortunately because it is a brand new exclusive PlayStation bundle. Yeah, guys, I'm a little disappointed because I don't play on PlayStation and I really can't get this one. I mean, I could play on PlayStation just to get it, but it's kind of just a hassle. So yeah, if you guys do play on PlayStation, you're getting a brand new, I believe free, pack of like a ton of different stuff. And this is like the biggest PlayStation pack yet. And oddly enough, it doesn't actually have an outfit, so it's pretty much building off of the previous PlayStation pack, the one that did come with an outfit. But in this one, you get a glider, a pickaxe, and also a brand new contrail, which also goes with like the contrail stuff that we talked about earlier. But as for the pickaxe, it's kind of basic. It goes with the same color scheme of that like blue, but also this time goes with blue and black instead of like blue and white. So it is different from the outfit that came out a little while ago. And honestly, guys, it's a little bit disappointing. It's nothing too crazy. Now, on top of that, you also have a brand new glider, which is a reskin of the googly eye glider. So basically just this glider right here, but instead in blue and white, and it might have a different pattern on it. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure it does have a different pattern, but it also has like the, you know, little things flying off of it. It does have the googly eyes, which is pretty funny. So yeah, it's nothing too insane, but it is funny to see a reskin of the googly eye glider. And then on top of that, you also have the brand new contrail, which is actually super dope. I'm a little bit jealous of this one, but it's kind of like the glitch contrail because there's 4, like, I don't know, what would you call it, streams with the contrails? But each one of those has a different color for like PlayStation theme. There's orange, green, blue, and I believe pink. And then the trails itself are more of a blue, but it does also have that sort of glitched, sort of square effect to it. So yeah, if you are on PlayStation, expect that to come out pretty soon. No official date yet, but it should be right around the corner. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you did, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this coming out in the near future. On top of that, be sure to check out my previous videos, such as on the left, the full Week 7 challenges guide, and then on the right, going through a bunch of things that only OG Fortnite players will remember. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.